your hands on your eyes and open your eyes inside your palm. And now remove your hands with a beautiful smile on your face. Thank you very much, Masters. And I'm just doing a housekeeping for today. Today, we are going to have a session with Master Hari Krish, and we will be having a host today. Beautiful Simi is with us. So it's over to you, Simi ji. Thank you
Okay.
very much for joining, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sitting here under the divine guidance of Mahashri Patriji. So big gratitude to our all our higher masters and my masters that are present here. My name is Simi Thakur, my friends. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I have a great honor of introducing you to a great master and a dear friend, Master Hari Krish. Master Hari Krish is not only just a practitioner of meditation, but he is a dedicated teacher who has been guiding individuals on their journey of self-discipline, discovery for last over 2 decades. With his 25 experience of personal meditation experience, Master Hari Krish has been sharing his profound knowledge and expertise with communities across the globe for 20 years. His meditation sessions, both in person and online, through his Breath Universe platform, has been reaching and connecting individuals from diverse backgrounds, offering them transformational benefits of mindfulness and meditation. Master Hari Krish is not just a practice, is not just doing a practice of meditation, but his meditation has made ways to life for self-control and self-realization through transcends cultural and religious boundaries. His beliefs that anyone, regardless of background or belief, can tap into the power of meditation to lead more fulfilling and balanced life. So without further ado, let's extend our warm welcome to Master Hari as he guides us through tonight's session. Thank you, Master Hari, for joining us and sharing your profound wisdom with our PSSM community, Australia and worldwide. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Simiji, for such a nice intro of mine. Probably for many of people here, it could be a repetition. Yes, I think most of you know me already by seeing the names at least. So, Hari Kris from Australia, Melbourne, your dear friend, in short. So, back again with another amazing, close to heart program called Patriji's Teachings. So, having this session is very special because I'm talking about Patriji. Why special? Why Patriji is special to me is because he is my dear friend. Um, he is the best friend of mine in this life, I would say, where um, I would say never, I don't know, probably if I can ever experience the same with anyone else um, in this incarnation, seeing a friend in Guru. And then he always used to insist that friendship more than discipleship from anyone, who treated every disciple. I shouldn't say even disciple. See, this word is not fitting into this zone that, he treated, even though we are all disciples, we have learned a lot. Basically, disciple is nothing but student, is nothing but a person who learns a lot from another, like, is a student, and then we treat the person who teaches a guru, right? But he is one such guru where he just never stopped that relationship between this guru and the student, teacher and a student, and he took that layer a bit above and transformed that teacher student into a friendship. It's a brand new, fresh, never seen before, never heard before kind of relationship between a guru and a student. Because why I say is, I know you all might have heard at when in Gurukul in ancient days, or if anyone goes to any ashram to learn something from a guru, right? Any student, they do lot of um, what you say, lot of things for guru. Like they massage for guru, they cook food for guru, and they do everything, right? So whereas with Patriji, most of the time it's the other way around. He cooks for everyone who comes to home. Okay, he serves the students. Okay, and then he watches cricket with the students. He plays chess with the students. He plays cricket with the students. He watched movies with the students. He watched news with the students and discussed the world affairs with the students. And he used to learn from the students. He used to learn technology from the students. He used to ask what's happening in the world, what's latest, what's software, what's updated, which movie is good. So it's not just the one-way thing, that he transformed this whole guru student or a teacher student relationship to a next level, where every teacher on earth has to inspire from him, as if every student on earth has to inspire from this relationship, where the whole shape of this spiritual teaching together has been transformed and taken to a next level. So I myself sometimes get confused, where should I call him a guru? Should I call him a friend? Because both ways same, you know. So to me, he is a great uh, guru friend, or a friend guru, is what I would say. Um, so talking about him, remembering him, um, and then he's always there every second with me. However, sharing the moments and sharing the teachings of him with everyone is always a joy for me. So my journey with him for 23 years, and about in those 23 years, about uh, 10, 12 years in person with him, traveling with him, spending hours together with him, spending time at his home for many, many days, and spending nights talking about spirituality with him, playing cricket with him and watching movies, going to movies with him. As I said, it's always joyful time. Um, and one beautiful thing that I just love, I know I have talked about my first meet with Patriji many, many times. I want to say something else today, share a new story today. Um, with him, the best thing that I always used to love is that, I came into meditation at a very young age as a teenager. If someone talks or teaches spirituality in heavy language using some Vedic terms, Sanskrit terms, or some, typical Vedanta, it would go into my head. I was just a teenager back then. So he used to come into my shoes and then teach or convey the spirituality in a very, very, very simple manner. And now it amuses me that, how could he put such a tough concept into a very simple way, very, very simple way, which I don't think anyone else would be able to put in logically into a simple language using simple tools. I haven't seen anyone else. I read many books. And some books are amazing and they take it to a next level, but he has put everything, all the essence of that whole book, a tough book of 300-400 pages, into probably a simple 15-minute explanation. That's simplicity of explaining things as if we are explaining it to a small kid or a baby is something that always used to amaze me. So my relationship with him was more of not he teaching class and then listening. We had a lot of conversations. It's a lot of Q&A. I used to ask a lot of questions. And then he used to answer them so many times. So as an example, today I want to, maybe you might have heard this concept elsewhere, but I want to refresh it if you haven't heard, but in my own way, because even though this concept that I'm going to tell probably is written somewhere on some websites or some magazines, but I have heard from him many times. From 20 years back, almost my first few days, 23 years back, I have heard from him. And this concept is called 5-finger concept. If you have heard anytime, it is there everywhere. But thing is, I will tell from my viewpoint where how he has explained in person to me or to the audience many times, and what exactly is there in this concept, what he has done with this simple concept called 5-finger concept. Okay, and what I am going to tell today is the whole of spirituality. In this 30 minutes I will try to be him. Okay, I will try to explain as if he is. In next 30 minutes, whatever that I'm going to talk about, there is nothing more than this to actually learn about spirituality. Whatever book we go, wherever we go, this is all that's going to be there. Let's see what it is. Has anyone read about this concept, 5-finger concept before? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am sure many. So let's talk about it. So we have 5 fingers, right, on hand, except very few. Most of us will have 5 fingers. Yeah. So he used these 5 fingers to explain the whole of spirituality. Okay, this simple, the whole spirituality that can exist, that anyone can teach. Even if you go to Buddha, Jesus, or whoever it is, they explain the same thing. How many ever years that we spend time with anyone, this is what is spirituality that maximum anyone can explain. So we have 5 fingers, right? So in these 5 fingers, he has depicted, Patriji has depicted each of the finger to an aspect of this self. I'll tell what it is. This little finger you see, this is the physical body. If you want to write down to relate later, you can write down on your phone or book or anywhere, because the way that I'm going to connect these 5 aspects, and the challenge that I'm taking is I want to take exactly 30 minutes like Patriji. Okay, let's see if I can make it. So this is the physical body. Okay, and ring finger, this is mind, the mental body. Do you all have bodies? Do you all have physical body? Is there anyone who doesn't have a physical body here? I'm sure there would be, but not on Zoom, probably sitting next to us, right? Yeah. So at least people who are on Zoom has physical body. Yeah. So the next body is mind, the mental body, the mind. We all have mind as well. I'm sure there is no one who is mindless here. So we all are mindful. So we have mind as well. So this depicts the mind. Okay. And the third is intelligence, buddhi. Intelligence is called buddhi in Sanskrit. Okay. intelligence. So, and the fourth finger is the individual self or Atman or soul. Okay. And the fifth one is depicted as Brahman or the creator or the cosmic self. Okay. These are all just 5 terms for now: body, mind, intelligence, soul or individual self. This is supreme self or cosmic self or Brahman, which is everything. Okay. So now let's talk about body. We all know what body is. I no need to explain so much that this is body. What we see, this eyes, this mass is the body. Okay. We all have the body. The second thing that's there is the mind. What is mind? Mind is sum total of the thoughts that we have and what we have accumulated in this life. Accumulated in this life is the mind. Means, if let's say I am an Indian, right? I come from India. I have this Indian mind. Indian mindset is what I can say, right? If I have come from a village, we say like, I have village mindset. If I have come from a metro, I have, metro mindset. If I am a Hindu, I have a Hindu mindset. If I am a Christian, I have Christian mindset. If I am a, South Indian, South Indian. If North Indian, North Indian mindset. If you are an Australian, Australian mindset. Because that's what we have learned. How to think, how to apply logic, how to move, what to wear, what to talk, what to say, what not to say, how to marry, how to play, how to watch TV, what to watch, what not to watch, what to read, what not to read. See, all this is recorded in this. What we have recorded and how we apply in our life using a mechanism of thinking process or a thought process is mind. Okay. And this third is called intelligence or buddhi. What is this intelligence? Intelligence is nothing but an ability to discriminate good and bad, right and wrong. It is a decision making. People who have strong intelligence can make right decisions, is what we say. Means they have the ability to take right decisions, because what they do is whatever we have in the mind will be analyzed with more stability, and then according to the guidelines and the rules and the sense that we have, earthly sense that we have, worldly sense that we have, we will be able to stand strong for what we need to do in life. We'll be able to stand strong for what we need, because what mind is like, it is very wavy. It has all the information. Okay. When we have all the information, it goes and jumps everywhere across the information. But taking that information, processing, and then standing on what we can do, what we have to do, and decide what is right for us, what is wrong for us, what is good for us, what is bad for us. So that decision making can be done by this intelligence, is buddhi or intelligence. Okay. And now already we entered into a bit critical path. We know we have body, we know we have mind. Okay. Many of us even struggle here, right? To take decisions, to know what is good, what is bad. Yes or no? We all say, and that's when we do stupid things, the people say, do you have buddhi? Do you have intelligence? What are you doing? This question comes from our near and dears many times. Don't we? So that's intelligence. And people who have good buddhi are regarded as, great people. They know what is good. They know what is right. They're regarded as best. on earth, in the world. Now comes this fourth, is called Atman, or the individual self. This body, mind, and buddhi are worldly and earthly. We can leave all these and we go to other places, right? But this one is cannot be destroyed, and that is soul, that is Atman. That's what we carry everywhere we go. Yes or no? If you want to show someone who is he, which finger we use? This finger? Little finger? Because they are physical body, right? This is Kanchan. This is Ravindra. Do we use little finger? Which finger we use? Why? Because that shows that we are Atman, we are soul. We are pointing everyone as souls, showing with this finger. That says that we are actually not physical body. If we are physical body, we show like this. This is this, this is this. No, we are not. We show with this finger because we are all souls. We are Atmans. This is we, that individual self, and with this finger we show everyone. Yes or no? Agreed? Logical? Not mine, Patriji. All the claps goes to Patriji because this is how simple he has made it. Now, this one is separate. This is a bit away from all this, right? This is bit away from all this. Yeah. Now, without this finger, using these four fingers, can we eat something? Can we hold something? Can we write something? Can we do anything without them? Can we draw something? Can we write something? Can we do anything with these four fingers without this? No, right? This is what which drives everything. Which drives everything. Without this, everything else is useless. Everything else is pointless. Everything else is weak. And that one which gives, even though it may look as if it is nowhere related to all of this, which is far away from this, which doesn't show up as a primary factor of this whole hand, this is the Brahman, or cosmic self, the one which is the root of the self, the origin of the self, origin of Atma. This is where all the souls take the birth. All of us. So we are all part of this. Anything that's there doesn't exist, doesn't operate without this. And that is Brahman, that is the super self, that is everything. So these five fingers depict what is body, what is mind, what is intelligence, what is soul, and what is even Brahman. Right? Now we'll do a small experiment. Whoever is on video, show the five fingers. Now bend only the little finger, only, without moving anything. Why? Only little finger fully, only little finger, please. Can anyone do it? Okay, what else is bending along with little finger? Not just like this, fully bend. What else is trying to come with the physical finger?
Ring
What
finger
else?
is coming.
Huh?
Ring finger is coming.
Right? Ring finger is prominently coming, and even middle finger is little bit bending. Yes or no? Little bit trying to come. Yeah? Trying to come. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Open these two. Can we? Just close everything and open these two. Any problems? No problems, right? We can, right? But when bending this little finger, it won't come alone. It cannot come alone. The physical body cannot be there without the mental body and little bit of buddhi. Okay. So these three worldly things have this relationship, strong relationship. Okay. These two are independent, but these three, body, mind, body, it's the same thing. You cannot just like that pull completely only the ring finger. You cannot. You can do half, but not fully. If you want to bend fully, no. The body moves a little bit. Okay. So it's always like body, mind are interconnected. Always. Just like these two fingers, even though they look like different fingers, but they both are always interconnected. You cannot. And even buddhi also, little bit it comes. Little bit of buddhi is required as well for us to live. Without taking decisions, can we, we should decide whether to go to office or not tomorrow morning. We should decide whether to eat or not. So little bit of buddhi is needed for us to take decisions even in our day-to-day life. Yes or no? Without that, we cannot. So this body, mind, and buddhi depict that these three are interconnected and we should be here. And whether these three are there or not, what truth can still exist? These three leaves. When the death happens, these three left, for example. Okay? See, these two still there, right? Can independently exist, yes or no? So only these three can die. These two can never die. No need. They can exist without body, without mind, and without intelligence that we collect from this. These two can exist. That is Atman and Brahman. That is our soul and origin of the soul. So what do we learn about in spirituality all the days? I am the soul. What is Brahman? How does it act? What exactly it is? What is body? What is mind? What is buddhi? How are these three interconnected? Is this what that we are actually banging our head on in day-to-day life to establish this connection? What exactly these are? How are these related? What two are connected? That is spiritual science, isn't it? What else is spiritual science? To learn about body, mind, intelligence, soul, and the supreme soul or Brahman is the whole spirituality. Nothing else. Yes or no? So now, this concept of understanding these five and how these five operate can make us complete, can make us spiritual. Without understanding these five concepts in spirituality, we are nothing. We are nothing actually in spirituality, means in life. We actually have these. And without understanding this, life is meaningless. So whoever is living without understanding these five concepts, is without understanding about these five fingers of body, mind, intelligence, soul, and supreme soul, we are just not spiritual, we are not living. And without understanding this link between each of these, what exactly is happening? Whenever you have a question about body, mind, and soul, you just move the fingers, you will understand what is happening. You'll just immediately understand what is happening, what's together, what can stand, what cannot stand. Whole spirituality is in this hand. Every book is in this hand. Yeah. So now, in this five finger concept, he has extended another small mudra called Babaji mudra. You know, Mahavatar Babaji always have this mudra called this. Have you seen this mudra anytime? Mahavatar Babaji photos, or in the movie also, this South Indian Rajnikant movie also, they show that this is called Babaji mudra. Okay. So now, what is this mudra called? So what are the two fingers which are bent here? What are the two fingers? What are the two first fingers? These two. What are these? So this
Mind
is
and
physical
intelligence.
body. Yes, mind and
Intellect.
yes, mind and intelligence. Yeah. And what is actually pressing these two? What has taken control?
Ourself.
Is ourself,
Supreme soul.
supreme soul. So now, if we live under the influence of just body, mind, and intelligence, and this intelligence is worldly intelligence, the decision making of good and bad, right and wrong, okay, the duality that we are living in, under the influence of mind, under the influence of societal rules, under the influence of societal conditions, under the influence of what we have learned from the beginning, the so-called ethics, the so-called rules, the so-called guidelines that we have learned by the religion, by people, by society, by family values, by culture, by country, by language, by race, by gender. All these things play a role in the decision pattern. As an Indian, I should not do this. As a Hindu, I should not do this, and I should do this. As a man, I should do this, I should not do this. As a woman, I should do this, I should not do this. Yes or no? So we have lot of these earthly, worldly influences in deciding what's right and what's wrong as well. When we take the path of meditation, when we start this path of meditation, the state that we reach is this. And this state is nothing but the mind and the intellect or intelligence would be taken over by or operated by the supreme soul or a Brahman or the one that permeates everywhere, which means that our mind and even the intelligence work as one with everything. Means whatever that work we don't do it as an individual, but as a Brahman or the origin of the soul or the one that permeates everywhere, the supreme soul. So we do things as if that we are everyone. We do things, we take decisions as if we are everyone. So the decisions that we take in our life won't be so self-pointed. It's not just for this self. It's not just for this body. It's not just for this. It is as if that everyone is same. Everyone is equal. We are all one. Is the sense that we get into our buddhi and into our mind and the thought process that we have. So that is why in my classes also, I many times say that mind is not wrong. The way that we use the mind is wrong. The way that our buddhi is operating is wrong, because we are so influenced by our cultures, our things and everything, and lose the sense. It doesn't mean that we should not follow any culture, but that should have the sense of universalness, not an individualness in here. And on top, you see what's still up there? When these two are being operated by the Brahman, we should still have the body and soul operating on earth to take the experiences and to learn things, but in a more blissful way, because we are not influenced by individual selves, but by the overself or the supreme self or the Brahman. Body is useless. No, it's not useless. It is needed. See, it is standing up here. I tell to many people that, oh, this body is not so, important. Then go die. Why take birth? It is useful. Body is important. It should stand straight. It should be up and running. And the soul should be up and running on this earth to clear our karmas, to learn, to evolve. This human being, a self of human being, has been evolving from many, many, many incarnations, and through these incarnations we evolve, and one day the experiences that we needed to take as human beings will cease, and then we say that, you know what, I got this janmarahitya, or so-called moksha, and so-called, I no need to take this human life. You know what, maybe 1500 incarnations before, we were living as probably a dog or a cow or something else. In that 1500 incarnation, that cow or dog or whatever might have thought, you know what, I got moksha, I got enlightenment, and then I no need to take this birth of cow anymore, but we have taken birth as human being, as an evolution now. And now, once this evolution finishes as a human being, we are thinking that as a human being, this evolution finishes, but the next stage of evolution starts. And this is a progress, this is a journey. And what our mind says is, it creates this boredom about these incarnations. It creates monotony around it, because it fits us into all this framework of thoughts, framework of conditions, framework of too much of conditioning, and then alignment, and then in the so-called name of ethics, so-called name of the framework of thoughts, what's good, what's bad, and everything. So what the meditation does is, it breaks all that and brings the control back to the ourself, the Mula Chaitanya, or the Brahman, or the cosmic self, million names that we have, the one that is there in everything and anything. When that is operating, then we are in the true possible common sense that we are operating at, because that source knows the intention of this evolution, the cosmic intention of this evolution. And when we have that, when we behave in our life with that cosmic intention of this whole Brahman, then our life won't be a problem. We don't see anything as a problem. We see everything as an evolution. We become part of this grand evolution, rather than everyday problems. I have this health problem, I have this relationship problem, I have this job problem, I have money problem, I have this spiritual problem, I have problem with this, I have problem. There will be problems, and it is part of our grand evolution. So in summary, we are body, we are mind, we are intelligence, we are soul, and we are part of everything that pervades across. And this is the whole spirituality. If we understand the dynamics between these 5 aspects, how they are interlinked. See, couple of dynamics that we have explained here is like, how I cannot move only physical body without mind is one dimension of it. How these two can stand when all these 3 are gone, how Atman and Brahman can stay still or stay permanent, how the Brahman takes over the intelligence and the mind, and body and soul can take the experiences under the supervision of the Brahman. It is all about understanding the dynamics and the links and ups and downs, and how they are interlinked and intertwined, how they are connected. If we understand this science of 5 fingers, that is whole spiritual science. I'm saying not just spiritual science, that is the whole spiritual science. There is nothing else than that which is called spiritual science. And this is what is there in any Vedas that you see, any Puranas that you see, any spiritual scriptures you see. Pick up any book, open any page and read about it. You will see a link is here in these 5 fingers. It is just explaining a new dimension of the same concept of 5 fingers. So like this, Patriji has simplified many toughest spiritual topics and have put into a very, very, very simple analogy and have explained it. It's like I would compare this to a rock show on a stage. He just rocks spirituality. He just rocks the concepts. It's like watching Michael Jackson on the floor. If we take spirituality as a show, he's the Michael Jackson of spirituality. He just rocks. The moonwalk that he does with the concepts is just amazing. You cannot just get away from it. That's how well he rocks on the floor. So there's so much that I can talk. 1 hour I took the challenge, and then I think I lived up to it by explaining it before 1 hour. So now I'm sure that he might be watching me like, good, you lived up to it. So now I can talk about him for days, for months, for years, and I can just talk about him because there are many, many, many moments from the smallest to the biggest that he taught how to walk, how to sit, how to stand, how to eat, how to behave, how to be in a relationship, how to be out of relationship, how to be attached, how not to be attached, how to be playful, how to be serious, how to stand on stage, how to walk on stage. I can just keep on saying how to cook, what to eat, what not to eat. Oh my God. So I can just go on. So that's Patriji. That's my best friend of this life. That's my teacher of this life, and greatest friend of is what I can say. So with that, over to the team, and thank you so much for giving this opportunity. One of the amazing sessions that I have enjoyed uh, uh, talking about today, and talking about this concept. I was just super happy while listening to this concept from him many times, and it's like nostalgic to me to remind that concept personally. So thank you so much, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions or anything. And how is it? I mean, I would like to hear from few of,
Yeah.
like, does it make sense? How do you feel? Yes, Kanchan.
First of all, thank you so much, Hari sir. It's like to be like here to be yourself on this session. It's always our favorite part. I always mention our favorite, Hari sir. So everybody, okay, we will be jumping on. So you always been on heart, and thank you so much for taking this session up on a very quick and last notes as well. And yes, Master, we all have enjoyed this session before. We have heard this concept, but the way you explained it, it is really, really more wonderful. Some more things came into my more like the clear visions. And the most beautifully, the one you explained this. So
Yes.
I found, yes, how this like from the individual of self, how we approach to the oneness.
Yes. Yes.
Meditation actually put us in this
Yes.
mudra where
Yes.
we all need to work and think in a way. There is no individuality, even though we are individual.
Yes.
So much gratitude to you, sir, for this beautiful wisdom sharing. And now we will ask, like, masters, if you do have any questions, please raise your hands first. First, we will take the questions. If anybody is having any questions.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Namita, you please
Hello,
carry on.
Hadiji. How are you? Thank you so much. I've seen this in the shorts, but today we have a full session. It's great. Um, I just want to ask her that how to how to be in this state more often, and then also if we meditate in this mudra, will it help us more easily or going quicker in this state when we can our over self can control both mind and intellect?
Yeah. See, uh, if we do meditation, then immediately for some time we'll definitely be in this state. That's why I always tell, like, if anyone is taking any decisions in life, in my life, if I'm starting anything new, I always sit and meditate first because I want to take the decision in this state. Okay, not in this state. I want to take. So, how to quickly get into this state is get into meditation. So, once you do meditation before taking any decisions, you will be in this state after meditative. So, this is the state of meditation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't need to meditate in this state, but whenever you feel like you are lost, whenever you feel like, you know what, I'm taking I don't know what decision to make. Now I don't have time to meditate, or I'm very disturbed. I cannot meditate right now. Right away, I want to become aware of this. Then you know what? Do this.
Mm-hmm.
Try to just be like this and then do something. It will at least make you aware that you know what, you should not take decision by any influences. You are under this, and this mudra helps as well in bringing that awareness into the system. But see, it is two things, right? And meditation gives energy. Okay, and that energy is required to do anything. Without energy we cannot operate at any level. How much ever, see, why to do meditation if we just learn about what is soul, what is intellect, what is everything, we heard the concept, no need to do. No, to electrify this, to charge this up and vibrate this at right frequencies to be able to operate like this, we need to meditate. So meditation is must. Okay, and then these can help a little bit when there is so much. But my suggestion, before taking any decision in life, before any important, thing that you want to do in life, meditate and take the decision. Okay,
Yes, thank you, sir.
thanks, Amita. Ready? Anyone else?
Okay. Masters, any questions? No. Now we will start. Like maybe Sir wants to hear from all of us, whomsoever is ready to come forward. Just share our understanding, how we found the session, how we are, what point we have picked up from today's session. It's good if we share. So if anybody want to come forward, please raise your hands. Just make it more interactive.
Probably the night.
Looks like it's damn clear, Hari sir. With the examples
Dilip,
and all.
sir.
Yeah, we got Dilip ji.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Dilip ji. You please
I think
carry
you're
on.
on mute.
You are mute.
Somebody has to unmute
Yeah,
or
I gave him, asked him to unmute. Yes.
Thank you, Hariji, for a wonderful session. I just love the way you explained, and also how Patriji's philosophy of simplifying things, and the way you actually simplified just the concept of the five fingers. It's wonderful to be actually um, understand, but also hopefully try and be
yes,
more practical in terms
yes,
of application as well.
absolutely,
So
sir.
thank you for that.
Thank you so much, sir. That's my pleasure to be able to relay the information from Patriji to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your sharing, Dilip ji. Yes, masters, please come forward. We are getting this chance to just talk to sir. He is a very, very busy master now. We just grab an opportunity to have him.
No, I don't know whether you have praised or saying that you're not picking my calls.
Nothing like this, sir. That's a fact, sir. You are doing at this moment. This is very,
No,
very important.
that's really cool. I know it's evening, but it's my pleasure having this concept, sharing this concept with you all, and have many stories. We'll keep meeting and we'll keep talking definitely. Shivani, you want to say
Yes,
something?
sir. Yeah,
Yes,
she has admitted.
thank you so much,
Give
sir,
us a
for
moment.
the
Yes.
session. And sorry, I joined a little late. I just want to ask, understanding the concept is easy, and the way you explained it, made really, really easy. But my question is how to implement it in, daily life as easily as you explain. So that's the question.
I wish we all can apply everything that we learn in a day. So we can just finish all incarnations in a day. So now the thing is, it is this. Imagine that we are in a college. Okay, we are in a college and we are learning all these things. Okay, and on day one of learning this concept, um, let's say you're doing medicine. Okay, and we are doing medicine, and day one of the college we learned about how heart functions and how to do heart surgery. And on day one, as soon as we learn that, if we ask this question, like how to apply this right now and then do a heart surgery, right? So we may not be able to do it. But do we need to go down? The idea of learning that is eventually we'll be doing it. Otherwise, that knowledge won't come to us. We are actually already into the moment we start meditating, we already started doing this, joining this college to do our medicine, and then we'll one day eventually become doctors. And now what we need to do is we slowly have to apply and try things out in the lab of this spiritual group and spiritual path, ask more questions, gather more information, and then where we can in simple situations try to apply. It may work, it may not work, but we keep applying, keep learning what went wrong. We have to recheck and then do the things, and one day we'll become the doctor. If we have become the doctor already, then the work, the joy of the studentship won't be there. Remember that. Okay, now this state is a very precious state too, and we have to, with complete awareness, consume all this information and then enjoy this phase of studentship together, learn together, apply together. We may fail many times. Thought creates reality. If we become creators right away in every aspect of our life, no, it's not. But at least to some extent, that's one of the first lessons that we all learn. Already we are applying it, and in many aspects, we are able to create things, right? So, likewise, gradually, we'll sharpen this day by day and day by day, and then we'll become perfectionists one day. And that's what is called enlightenment. And we are in that journey already. So, it'll take time. But that doesn't mean that after 10 it takes 5 years to finish medicine, what to do now. So no, it's not like that. It's the process. And enjoy this college time right now. Okay, we are young, let's
Yes.
enjoy this youthfulness. Otherwise we all have to grow the daddies and it's spiritual daddy, I'm saying. So irrespective of age, when we are in this path of spirituality, we are youth, we are young, we do mistakes, and it's okay. We do fall down, it's okay. Once we become enlightened, once we become doctors, that's when there is no choice of making any mistakes anymore. Once you are Buddha, that's it.
Yeah.
So now we have choice, do more mistakes and have fun.
Sir, with mistakes, second question is, if we hurt, let's say, middle finger, we would say, we are doing something wrong at intellect level. Let's say we hurt the ring finger, or let's say we hurt the little finger. How do we, so I don't know how to ask this question, like what do we need to work on, because we are doing something wrong at something, that's why there is a pain in the finger, or it got hurt or something. So, are you able to give some example for the little finger or any other finger, please?
So see, with not just meditation, the third, intelligence or buddhi, operates when we are disciplined. Discipline, I'm not talking about this yet. I'm just talking about this, okay? Or this. These three are operating fully, but Atman and Brahman are not like, fully. We haven't realized that we are soul. See, again, I'm telling a new dynamics or new mudra here. So, our Atman, we don't know we are soul yet. because there are many successful people who are not spiritual. They earn more money, they take good decisions, everything goes fine, well with them. For all the people, we see that he is very successful. He's not a meditator, he's very successful in the world. Okay, when we go into him, he's empty because the core factors are not there. But these three works well, or this one especially works well with bringing discipline into life. The moment we bring discipline into anything, buddhi starts working automatically. Intelligence starts working automatically. What will not let buddhi work is lack of discipline in life. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. That's a very, very fulfilled session. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank
Anyone?
you, Shivani, for wonderful questions. Anybody else want to do any sharing, any questions?
Shravani.
Shravani?
Hi, sir. I always love to watch or listen concepts from you, sir. Every time, like you explain something, every time my perception changed according, like of the life, the way I'm living. Every time it changes, sir. Today also, like when some questions rising in my mind, whenever I listen your concepts, I got some answers. Today also, like the way of you explained about the spirituality, I I love this concept, sir. Like I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Because
Thank you, sir.
without you all, I don't know where I'll be. What hooks me here is this, that what else is needed. I have self-sufficient in many things materially, but what hooks me, this is what gives that logical confidence to my purpose of life. So thank you so much, Shravani. My gratitude to you. Thank you.
Yeah, we are blessed, like we having a guru like you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. My pleasure. Thanks. Alrighty.
Thank you for your sharing.
Thank you.
Yes,
I think,
masters?
yeah, we are there. Anyone else? Last question also?
Yes. So it's the last chance for today's session, masters. Come forward either for the gratitude, either for your learning, or for your questions.
They are like, Hari isn't going anywhere, so that's okay.
We are going to have more sessions from you, sir. This is the way you beautifully and in a very easy way you explain everything. So it's like, layman our language, it helps us to understand things in a well way, like how we can use everything in this materialistic world. And yes, you did like very beautiful. You made all of us understanding this part. I
Thank you.
think so. We are good with the
Yeah.
questions and all. And yes, on the behalf of everyone in this session, on the behalf of PSSM Australia, I would like to pay our sincere gratitude to you for being in this session. And yes, indeed, for such kind of the sessions would be requiring more and more from you on this platform. So thank you so much for being here, sir. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very much.